Thank you. I am not alone. As you can see, I am joined by a very, very beautiful lady, intelligent, emotionally intelligent. She's a lot of things. So you're going to have this conversation shortly. So stick around and you're going to learn a thing or two. Stephanie, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Are you a Monday person? Let's have
I am a Monday person.
You're a Monday
I'm an everyday person.
Yes, you're the people I'm looking for. I am gathering a support group for Monday people, and I'm grateful that you are part of them.
We can start a morning run program.
Exactly. Before we get to the show, we can do a morning run, then come back. But thank you. I want you to say hi to guys at home. Tuambie wewe ni nani, unafanya nini, then we jump right in.
Hey guys, my name is Stephanie Alice Juma. I am many things, but today here I'm an author. And I'm so excited because I just launched my first book on my 22nd birthday.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many of you guys had their books published by the time they were 22? We are not even going to ask you to raise your hands because there are no hands.
No hands.
Wow, amazing. So you are just 22 years
Yeah,
old.
I turned 22 yesterday when I had my book launch.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you were actually 21.
Yeah.
When you were writing this book.
I was 20 when I was writing the book.
Yes.
But I had to source for funds, do the publishing, so it took quite a while. So I launched it on my 22nd birthday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Pull up, bacha turudi nyuma kidogo. So I want to imagine you cleared high school and then came to campus. What are you doing in campus?
I'm doing mass communication and media studies.
Yes.
Here in KU.
Yes.
I'm in my 4th year, 4.2. I'm hoping to graduate in July.
Yes.
And writing has always been a passion. I started with poetry, then ventured into writing books. Yeah, self-help books. Yeah.
Wow, I like it. So, karibu sana. This is how the media is looking like.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for gracing our studio. So through you are doing mass comm and journalism together.
Yeah.
You have always known you had a passion for writing.
Yeah.
Did you see yourself writing a book, say when you were 18?
No.
Yeah.
No, I always thought it was too hard, but I had to challenge myself. You know, in high school, people used to write the novels in exercise books.
Yes.
I was like, if people can write novels, then I can also write something because writing is a passion. So why not explore my passion? And that is why I went for it.
So it was purely passion is what inspired you.
Yeah, passion.
Who are some of your favorite authors? You know that you read and you're like, this one.
Yeah. One person I really admire is Robert Kiyosaki. His style of writing is conversational, and you'll also notice my style of writing is conversational. You feel like someone is talking to you, someone is telling you stories. I really don't like reading books that are straight up to the point. I like it brought out in a smooth way, transitioning story-like way.
Like a conversation. Which is his favorite book of yours?
Of course, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and the sequel. And the sequel of Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Exactly. I mean, I have read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I like the conversation because it almost feels fictional. So you're able to collect your lessons, but also have fun when you're reading.
It's like a movie being put to play inside a book. And the stories come with a follow-up of what you learn from the story. So I think that is what really inspired me in his writing.
Exactly. Wow, I like that. I want us to pull up kidogo before we get to the book, because you do very many other things. You're a poet, you do modeling, you're a YouTuber. Did you pick all this just from being a journalist journalism student? What was the passion?
You know, journalism is quite broad. It entails everything that I do. When you notice, you'll notice I do everything that revolves around my field. From modeling, from writing, from vlogging on my YouTube channel, as in everything I do is related to my career. So I usually feel like I need to. I'm so young. I'm still so young. I want to believe I'm still 16, But yes, as in I'll just try everything that I love and see what works for me. I still have that grace period to actually figure out what I want to do with my life.
Yes, you do, because there are very many fourth-year students that have, aside their journalism degree, they have really nothing else to show for it. So you are doing a good job.
Exactly.
Yes, keep up. You are doing an amazing job. So let's get into the heart of this conversation, and we are talking fully emotional, equally intelligent. So let's start from here. When was the incubation? When did you first feel like, I want to put a book together?
Wow. It was in 2020, and I usually journal. So I felt like I needed to bring my notebook to life, give people my book to read, like because I felt like it had interesting stories. And I started with my blog on WordPress. So people really loved my blog, like the stories about my relationship, how it was going. I was like, okay, this is interesting. Nairobi people and relationship issues. So to add soup to the cake, I went for therapy last year, and I was like, wow, what if I combine the stories with lessons? With lessons that I've learned from therapy. This would be something amazing. And people are really going through a lot. So I was like, if I have found the help that I need, why not share the help? You get? Because initially I was just sharing the problem on WordPress. I wasn't sharing any solution.
No solution. No solution. Just venting out the things that you're going through. So what pushed you to go to therapy?
Wow, I was at a very bad point in my life, and I think I had just accumulated a lot of traumas growing up, and I thought it was time to just do something about it. Initially, I thought modeling would be it for me, but I realized quickly and early enough that modeling was just an escape. Modeling was just an escape, and I needed to confront my issues head on. And that is why I went for therapy.
Okay. So from your experience, having gone to see a therapist and having that experience, would you encourage people to go out for therapy?
Yeah, of course. But you actually have to be really careful. Therapists nowadays are very vague. So you need to first get a very good therapist, one that is recommended by many people. And therapy doesn't actually solve your problems like people think. Therapy is just an avenue where you get to self-realization and make autonomous decisions. The therapist will just guide you on how to think, how to be self-aware. Then you'll get to make autonomous decisions, which will actually help you in your work.
Okay, so again, let's start from the beginning. How do you know a good therapist? What are some of the qualities that make you point you to the right direction? You're like, okay, this is someone I could go to therapy to.
So first of all, it's always recommendations. Like I was someone recommended a good therapist to me. And secondly, maybe the church. We usually take for granted the guidance and counseling part of the church, which is actually really helpful. And thirdly, and most importantly, which everyone can access, is Google. Look at the ratings. People give ratings. Read the comments. There's this friend of mine who was looking for a hospital around Thika Road, and in order to know which hospital is actually nice, he just went to Google, so the ratings, read the comments, and in a matter of minutes, he had a really good hospital with very nice comments. And
and then so you can get to know from other people's experiences. So you use that to be able to know yourself. Exactly.
And you can also notice the red flags like from the get-go. Before you go to therapy, do your research, learn from YouTube, though filter what you take in, learn from YouTube, and know what to expect. If your expectations aren't met maybe within the first 2 weeks, move on to the next.
It's time to move on to the next one.
Move on to the next one.
I had someone say, that is the thing. It's your money. You're paying for this session. So don't feel shy. If you feel, because they can also be just a good therapist, just not for you.
True.
So know when to move on. Know when to get your money from there and put it somewhere else.
True.
So were you lucky with your first one, or you had to move to other?
First, I went to church and I felt like it didn't work for me because I am a Christian. I am born again, but I felt like asking me to just pray and seek for guidance wasn't enough at the moment. I needed more. I needed it all. I needed it all. So I went out. I asked a couple of friends, and soon enough I had a therapist.
Have they been helpful?
They're actually very helpful. At my book launch, she was my guest of honor, and people really got to learn from her. Like the people who are in attendance, they got to learn about the emotions, the emotional states, and it was really wonderful. It was really wonderful.
Wow, I like that. I know you may not share everything that went on in therapy, but what is the one thing that stood out for you from your therapist? Like, what are they really good at that you picked from there, and you're like, okay, this has actually helped me in my life?
Maybe two things. Number one is autonomy. social media has this way of influencing, like influencing us to think that this is right and this is wrong.
Yes.
And you'll get support for any belief you have right now.
Yes.
If I think I'm a curtain, I go to social media, I'll find someone believing with me and supporting me. Yeah, if you feel like you're a curtain, yes, you are a curtain.
Do you, boo?
Do you? Yeah. So therapy taught me to be autonomous.
Yeah.
Even my friends will tell you that nowadays I just don't say yes to everything. I don't say no to everything as well. I'll tell you, let me think about it.
Yes.
Yeah, let me think about it. And I'll actually go think about it, and I'll come up with a decision that is me, based on me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There were two things.
And the second thing is that social media isn't the place to look for healing. Yeah. Yeah, because I actually had to delete you remember the blogs that I had written before?
Yes.
I had to go back and delete because I usually read the comments and how people were advising me. Yeah. And I just had to go back and delete because, well, people are really lying to me. People are really lying to me.
It is not the place. It is not the place for healthy.
For healthy, true.
Yes, it's not the place for healthy conversations or validation or okay.
You really have to be careful because most of the people want to be controversial so that they get attention, you know. So your online therapist just wants to be controversial so that you listen to her, you keep going back. Yeah, and that is the thing. So you have to look for help at the right place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Let's get back to the book. So you told me you started writing this 2020.
Yeah.
So from the onset, you knew you were writing a book.
Yeah, I knew.
How did you land at the title Fully Emotional, Equally Intelligent?
Okay. So EQ, or emotional intelligence, has always been something that I was quite fascinated with because, okay, most people just know about IQ and intelligence, the intelligence quotient part.
Yeah.
But what if we could bring the two together?
Yeah.
What if we could actually be smart about our decisions but not be dead to emotions? You know, people tell you, don't love fully because you'll be hurt in the end.
Yes.
No, as in, why can't we love in a smart way?
Yes.
Why can't we risk our love in a smart way? So that is how I landed on the book title, because I wanted to merge the intelligence and the emotions part. Yeah, so as an individual, I wanted to be fully emotional and equally intelligent at the end of the day, as in facing therapy and writing the book.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow, I like that. So since 2020, how long did it take to put the book together?
I'd say 3 years. No, it's 2 years now, right? Because I just finished writing the book like last year.
Yeah.
After therapy, after I had received all the not healing per se, but how to cope.
Yes.
I put the book together like I had the chapters. I just arranged all my thoughts together because it was now ready. It was now ready.
Did you have someone to take you through the arrangement? I know the writing you did, but through the sequencing, how the book should go, did you have a person who was going through editing? Did you have a person who was helping you with it?
So writing is something that was taught in school.
Yeah.
We were taught writing for mass media, writing books, writing journals. So I had that, but I also have an aunt who writes books. She did the Q&A series. I don't know if you know them. Yeah, the SST, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, the Q&A. So she was my go-to person. I'd write a chapter and then pass it through her. Then she tells me, "You're a very hilarious writer, but change this, do this." Yeah. So that, but at the end of it all, I had to contract a publishing house, actually two. There's Bethany Publishing and Ephraim Publishers. They helped me with the book design, the cover.
Yes.
Yeah, in as much as I did graphic design, I wish you saw the cover that I came up with. It was something, but this was done by Ephraim Publishers, and I'm really grateful for their help.
Okay, so you have answered my next question, because I wanted to know, how did that go? How did the publishing go? Like, how was that process entirely?
Yeah, the publishing process was quite interesting because I thought I only needed like 5K to do a book. Shock on me.
Yes.
Shock on me. But I found a very good person, Ephraim.
Yeah.
Ephraim was recommended to me again by someone who had actually published a book, and he was like, this person did a really good job and at an affordable rate. We just hit him up and he has packages for students.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Nice.
that was it. That was it. Like, we just kick-started. Yeah.
That is a point to note, because we have a lot of, especially poets, have a lot of poets who are students also. So their financial muscle is not as strong, but they have good content. They have really nice content. So now you know Ephraim is one of the persons that you can actually get to contact. When she's giving us her socials, you can take them and inbox, and I'm sure she will connect you to a person who can do you publishing at a very nice and affordable rate. So how long did it take for Ephraim to put this together?
Imagine he just did it in 2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Wow.
From the time I paid him the down payment.
Yes.
He took 2 weeks to come up with the first 20 copies of the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. So in 2 weeks you will have your book put together. I mean, what else would you want if not that? The most, I know you have many lessons, many gems hidden in this book. But what just one lesson you'd like someone reading this book to take home?
I'd like people to learn about EQ, because EQ is knowing your feelings, knowing another person's feelings, and how to manage the two.
Yes.
Yeah. Because life is all about managing our feelings.
Yes.
We lose, we love, we try, we fail. And at the end of the day, you might feel very discouraged. You might feel very down, but have that EQ, have that positivity to know that you can actually manage.
Yes.
Mental health is very crucial right now. We are living in an era where social media is very, very depressing.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you're constantly comparing yourself to other people. You're constantly feeding yourself with very negative energy. Like, I feel like people need to learn about EQ and maybe seek help before self-diagnosing themselves, because out of the blue, everyone thinks they're bipolar, everyone ADHD.
Yes.
If you feel a certain type of way, please seek help, because it might be something very serious. But before self-diagnosing yourself with medical conditions, you know, there are medical conditions.
Those are serious medical conditions.
Yeah, please seek help, and just go to therapy, go to a doctor, and know actually what you feel. As in, let a doctor tell you what you have. Before.
Or equally, read Stephanie's book, and you will be a little bit wiser than you were at the beginning of it. Where can we get the book? What the prices? Where can a person access a copy?
So you can get the book through my social media platforms at _Steffi_Alice on Instagram, or _Steffi_Alice on Twitter. Just hit me up and I'll send me a DM, and I'll make sure you get a copy, or I'll leave my number with the studio so that anyone who wants a copy, like directly from me, you can call me and I'll just deliver. But soon, in the next 2 weeks, I'm making arrangements with major bookshops in Nairobi. I'll have my books displayed there. So just check it out.
Exactly. How much is it going for?
A copy right now is going for 1,000 bob, but there's an offer for students. Students, you can contact me separately, personally, because I understand. I am a student, so I understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Those are amazing rates to get yourself a whole copy of a book that is going to leave you in a better mental and emotional state. So thank you very much, Stephanie, for being here. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for writing this book. I'm sure it will help people get off social media and just get to know exactly what is going on. So thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure. I hope you're getting a copy for Art and Culture Monday. Now, there's a library coming soon. We're going to launch that library. But thank you so much. So just for 1,000 bob, go at _Steffi_Alice. Okay, on Instagram and Twitter, and you're going to get a copy. And also, when we arrange for bookshops, we are going to bring it here on our art calendar. We are going to tell you where you can get this book from Stephanie. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to have you here. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your engagements. You guys are amazing. Thank you for all your feedback. Lilian Karemi saying, Stephanie. Yes, so thank you very much. She is doing amazing work, and thank you for your support. Those comments, reading her book, purchasing her book, that is what will encourage her to put out another book and another one and another one. By the time she's 26, anafaa kuwa na vitabu kadhaa. Akisema I'm an author of like 7 books. So we are looking forward to doing that. Denia Rispa anasema Steph, thank you very much. Monica Auko is saying, Steph, all of you are showing love for Stephanie. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all our guests today. We have talked about making money in business. We have talked about shorts. We have talked about writing and book writing, and we have had an amazing author that is helping us close our show today. So thank you very much for being here. You guys are amazing. These conversations are endless. I mean, if we begin to take different careers just in the art industry, the box of art industry, there are endless careers. You just need to be smart about it. Just like Steph, at 22, she has an entire book. Okay, so you can also do that. Book writing is one of the careers you can take, and a copy, you get someone to buy a copy and you get money in your pocket. Otherwise, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure and honor, of course, to be here to close January with you. So see you next Monday in the month of February. Let's do this. Let's do some love. January has been tough, so let's do some love. See you next Friday, next Monday on February. So see you there, same time.